Wait, yeah, sorry. I just, like, found it. I, like, wrote it on index cards and whatever. Like, so, the topic being relationships. Now, this was, somebody suggested me doing this. I don't know, one of my friends. But a little bird told me that I should do this because this topic, especially on relationships, is a serious one. Like, my point of view, like, the way I'm telling guys, is like, one, if you do not love him, like, okay, you guys were dating for a year, and you start to, like, pull away and stuff like that, and it's like, you don't love him anymore. It's almost like a one-sided love, but he loves you, like, so much. I mean, he wants you to meet his parents, you know, like, he's thinking of probably marrying you, and you guys were so young, like, oh my gosh, probably, like, in high school or college, but, yeah, that kind of relationship, it's kind of, like, toxic, almost, like, because you're keeping somebody that loves you, and you cannot love them back in return, and it's kind of bad, you know. If you have an excuse as to why you do not love him, or there's a reason, it's like, if he's crazy, and I don't mean, like, you know, like, lost, insane. I mean, if he has his moments where he's just, like, you know, he just lashes out on you for, like, ridiculous reasons. Like, I'll give you an example. Ketchup. Sir, would you like ketchup? And you're sitting here, you're his girlfriend, and you're just like, honey, the guy asked you, would you like ketchup? He's like, no, I don't want any fucking ketchup. Like, that's a problem. I mean, he lashes out, and he throws things when he lashes out, and the last thing you want for him to do is to be throwing you. So if he throws his things, I don't think you want to be in a position where he's gonna end up being throwing you. That's abusive. And, like, I think I wrote down, if you save yourself from that, like, you break it off, you save your future self from being, like, abused. Because if you stayed in a relationship and, you know, he's really, really, like, aggressive and not patient, and he throws things, like, you put yourself in a position where it's like, yeah, he gets the opportunity to throw you, and it's, you know, that's, like, assault right there. It's not good. Advice number 1. Do not give your homework out. And I'm talking homework out to, like, classmates, your friends, like, I don't know, like, new classmates or whatever, like, especially new classmates, they'll be like, oh, I need the notes, you know what I mean? I just came in, like, second quarter, and, like, I need the notes to catch up. I'm like, well, play catch up, because, sorry to be mean and everything, but I have, like, this year, junior year, like, completely, like, changed my mind about not, like, giving out my homework, because, yes, I remember people telling me, don't give out your homework, and I never listened, and I didn't understand why, but, like, I hate if I give out homework, and somebody writes down the same exact idea. They don't take the main points and, like, come up with, like, something of their own. They write it word for word, verbatim, and then the teacher that, especially they have some teachers that, like, go over the homework, and they use my ideas. Now, it is my fault because I did give them my homework, but it's annoying when you're sitting there and they're using your idea, and it's like, hello, you used my idea. And the teacher's looking at you like, And do you have something to contribute to this whole classroom conversation? And I'm just like, no, they took my idea. I had the same idea as them. They're just like, oh, come on, think more. And I'm like, they took my idea. Like, how do you explain that to somebody? Yeah, so that's the issue that I had to go through. Because people take my ideas. Well, I gave it to them, but I wasn't really expecting that, So I was just like, no homework. And let them do their own work. You're not their freaking, like, what, paperback Staples, you know what I mean, homework, book report, like, person that's doing their homework. Like, let them do their own damn homework. It's rude. Like, don't give out your homework. Don't do it. And speak up. When I say speak up, like, yeah, speak up if somebody's, like, annoying you. And also, speak up during class. I know I have this problem where I don't really, like, talk much, or I don't give my insight on, like, what's going on in class. And, sometimes I have my days where I just can't speak. Like, I have no, like, ideas and, to share and stuff like that, and it's just like, well, I have nothing to say. I'm speechless right now. Like, everybody's just like, well, you never talk. It's just like, well, I have nothing to, like, say, really. If there's a, like, topic going on in history class, I don't really have anything to say on it, you know what I mean, my insight or questions, because it's just like, I have all the information being, like, thrown at me. Like, what else can I ask? You know what I mean? If I ask a question, it'll just be like, with it, everything that I just heard, and it's just like, I'm not really curious. Like, I have to be, in order to ask a question, like, you can repeat what was said to you, like, and ask again, but it just seems kind of, like, silly, and it's just like, now you're just, like, wasting class time by doing that, because I could just get on and, like, for the next, like, what to do for homework and stuff like that, and it's like, well, I don't really have anything, like, to say. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but, or you're just shy about speaking up. I'm not really shy about speaking up. I'll say whatever, because when you speak up and you say your own ideas and your own insight on things in the classroom or in the lunchroom or anywhere, people look at you and they perceive a different thing about you, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, like, she has a noggin, you know what I mean? Like, especially guys, like, that's sexy. When a girl or a guy, vice versa, is talking and, they give a different, like, definition on what like, I don't know, like, topic there is, like, people will be like, oh, wow, I never thought of it that way, and just like, yeah. So if you speak up, then it's like, you'd be like, wow, like, really? I thought everybody thought that way. Maybe, oh my god, I'm a genius. And, like, you feel so proud of yourself. And yeah. Third one, don't beat yourself up. If you beat yourself up, then, you're basically putting yourself down, and you don't want to do that. You want to, like, get up and be like, let's do this. I used to beat myself up so many times, especially, like, during, like, primary school. Like, I would always be like, why did you do that? Like, you're stupid, whatever. That's a form of bullying yourself, and you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And you don't want anybody else doing that to you. So it's like, don't put yourself down. Everybody's just, like, I remember hearing when I was younger, put your head down. Put your head down. Every single time I got in trouble or they're mad at me, they're always like, put your head down. And it's like, why? You're basically, like, breaking the person's spirit. Like, why are you doing that to them? Like, you have no right. And what did I write? Oh, yeah. So my advice. My mom tells me, like, 24/7 for the past 2 weeks now since I've been off from school on summer break. is to clean your room. And I did clean my room, but I have a ton of clothes. I don't know about you guys, if it's annoying when parents are just like, clean your room. And there's I don't know, 2 pairs of sneakers, and like, I'm a girl. I have like t-shirts and like personal clothing on the floor, anything that's clean, and I didn't really take them up, and my parents are like, they consider that as a messy room. My bed is made. My bed is the focal point of the whole entire room, because if I don't make my bed, my bedroom looks like crap, basically. You walk in and it's like, whoa, that's a bachelor pad. It's scary. So I made my bed, so I don't know what, like, one little thing on the floor is considered messy. It's like, why is this trash on the floor? And I was just like, what? It ended up being like a piece of paper. And I'm like, alright, you know what? And then they start like fixing everything else, and you're just like, no, because my mom, I love her, but when she cleans my room, she puts things in different spots, and I'm just like, Mom, where'd you put that? And she can't remember where she put half of my stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then it's a month or a week later where I'll find it, and I'm just like, really? It was right here? I'm like, I can't. Like, it's annoying. And so clean your room so your parents don't have to clean your room for you. Just do it. Yeah, and live life. Live life. I think I wrote that one down because I was feeling down and stuff like that, and I was thinking about how, like, my past and my future, and I was just like, you know what, just live life. Like, what the hell? Like, just live your life, but don't do anything stupid to the point where, like, the last thing you would, like, you want to do anything too stupid, and then you'll end up, like, on the street with, like, a sign being, like, ride to California, anybody giving a ride to California, like, no, because then you know you messed up your life. Unless, you know, that's your way of, like, starting fresh and, you know, like, yeah, you're basically starting fresh. It's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna hitchhike and go somewhere and start fresh in my life and hopefully become a big success. And apparently that's worked for some people, and, you know, kudos to them. But live your life. Don't do anything too stupid that it's gonna ruin your life, because the last thing you want is to be driving. Or, like, for example, like, one thing that really touched me was that this guy, he was a football player, and he went to a party. He came back from the party drunk, so he was driving, so he decided, you know, to drive on his own, like, drunk. And he crashed into a car. He didn't kill anybody, but he did injure somebody. And he said that going from a football player, senior night, it was a night and he was a senior night party, then going to jail, and then waking up on a Tuesday in court still. And it's like, you went from a Friday to a Tuesday, from crash, you know what I mean, getting drunk, and then now you're in prison and going through the court process. Like, whoa, don't do anything too stupid. You don't think about it, but it can happen to you. You're just like, damn, if I took the time to, like, not do that, I wouldn't be here. What else? There's, like, more, and oh yeah, I should have mentioned that about your homework. Do your homework twice. Now, I know teachers at my school are like, oh, do your homework twice because it helps you study and you get the material. Nobody does that. But if you do want to do your homework because you want to study and it'll help you, like, retain some of the material, you can do that. But I don't know. Next year, I think I will start doing my homework twice, because if it happens so many times. And even, like, some of my classmates are like, my dog ate my homework. And it's just like, really? You're going to tell that to your teacher? So it's like, do your homework twice. Because if you forget your homework at home and you did it, it's one of those days where you're just like, fuck, what? You know, so it's just like, alright, you know what? Guess what? You have another copy of it in your locker or in your folder. Well, preferably put it in your locker, because if you did your homework and you put it in your folder and you left it at home, then you don't have a folder. So just leave it in your locker. Second piece of paper with your homework on it. Like, that way you can be like, oh, teacher, I have it. Can I just go to my locker and, like, go get it? And he's like, yeah, I'll go get it. And, you know, you don't miss that homework grade. And I wish I've done that.